YouTube. This is daughter finds mother's decapitated body in backyard. Let's get into it.
Please, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, 53-year-old David Callahan killed his girlfriend, Martha, and buried her body in his own backyard.
Oh, shit.
David thinks he's gotten away with his horrific crime. Martha was mentally ill, had few friends, and no one was supposed to come looking for her. Martha's daughter, Kim, was the only person concerned about her mother's whereabouts.
If I come up missing or dead, there's no accident. And he has told her before, I'm gonna get your ass and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed him.
Kim thinks David had something to do with her mother's disappearance, but with no proof of a crime, officers don't believe her.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Well, nothing surprises.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie.
However,
The fuck is these niggas laughing at, bro? What are you laughing about? There's nothing funny about a dead body.
in the weeks that follow, Kim will do everything in her power to find Martha, force police to act, and lead them to one of the most gruesome discoveries of their lives.
W daughter, bro.
Seems like a body part.
In the early hours of a Monday morning, police in Akron receive a call from a woman asking for a restraining order against her boyfriend. The caller is 53-year-old Martha Robin Freytag. She's already known to officers for her history of schizophrenia and the frequent domestic disputes involving her boyfriend, David Callahan.
What the hell? And he's still in the crib? Why is he still in the crib if you called? Hold on, bro. Because if she kept letting the nigga back in and she wasn't trying to get the nigga out, then it's her fault, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And if it's the police fault, y'all some dickheads. Cause ain't no way, bro, she calling this much times and y'all not letting the nigga, y'all not kicking and giving the nigga the boot, bro. Come on, bro.
Their relationship was unstable, constantly breaking up and getting back together, leaving officers unsure whether each new call was a real emergency or
These are grown-ass people having toxic relationships, bro. At some type of age in life, you just gotta quit, bro.
Bombocad!
You just gotta quit it, bro. If you still having a toxic relationship at the age of 60, just give it up, bro. Just give it up.
just another one of their fights. But this time would be different, because when officers arrive at the couple's house, they have no idea that a murder will take place just minutes from now. And this will be the last time Martha is ever seen alive.
What the fuck is that on her hand?
Be the last time Martha is ever seen alive.
Why is her bracelet so loose? That shit look like a handcuff.
No, I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh? Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm looking to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, sodomy is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said,
Yes.
and they're already investigating it, and you're just telling us about it again, is that correct?
Well, I don't know if you're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them, and then I've been waiting for her to get some mental help, because she's supposed to go down to first pass first ball, and it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks, her words are scattered, and she makes little sense to officers. Her behavior just seems erratic, like another episode of confusion or paranoia. But in reality, Martha is masking genuine fear that officers don't pick up on. Because what they don't know is that her boyfriend, David, is standing inside the house, waiting for the moment officers drive off, so he can make sure this is the last time she ever calls them.
What the fuck? That image looks so sinister.
He come out because you guys were mad, right? I got a restraining order against him, and then I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you.
Hey, why are you over here like that?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy downtown and talk to him.
Okay.
And they just gonna walk away like that?
Bomba.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy.
Hold on. Run that back.
And then I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you.
Hey, why are you over here like that?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy downtown and talk to him.
Okay.
My nigga. Y'all didn't just hear him how he was speaking to her, bro? So y'all just let this man, this nigga, yo, the tone of his voice sounded like he was about to do something to her. Y'all niggas deadass just walked away. Y'all could have saved her life. This nigga basically told her to close the door without saying close the door, bro. But yeah, y'all just saying okay. Nah, bro. Ain't no way. Nah, that's the cops' fault, bro. Nigga, if I was them, as soon as I heard him say that shit in that tone, bro, as soon as I heard him say...
I'm talking to you.
Hey, why are you over here like that?
Because I want to be.
As soon as I heard that, bro, gang, I'm going up to the fucking doorstep and I'm separating them, bro. One of them has to get out, bro. It's the cops' fault, bro.
Well, I'll talk to the guy.
Strange as it looks,
He's
officers don't think much of the interaction. They walk away, dismissing Martha as unstable, unaware they've just left her alone with the very man who's about to kill her.
Fucking idiots, bro. So stupid, bro. They're the reason she's dead right now. So stupid.
In the hours after police left, David snapped. Inside, he was furious that Martha called the police on him again. He grabbed a wooden axe handle and struck her in a fit of rage. When she collapsed, he wrapped a rope around her neck and pulled until she stopped moving. Once Martha was dead, David sealed her body inside a plastic bag and waited for nightfall. Then, under the cover of darkness, he carried her outside, burned her body, and buried it in a shallow pit behind the house.
Oh my gosh. This is a sinister nigga, bro. Burnt her body, bro. He suffocated her, wrapped her body up, and then indulged her in flames, bro.
To David, it was over. A woman with schizophrenia, To David, it was over. A woman with schizophrenia, few friends, and a history of false alarms. No one would ever come looking for her. What he completely overlooked is that Martha's daughter Kim will soon be onto him, slowly solving her own mother's brutal murder. Over the next few days, Martha stops responding to everyone, including her daughter Kim. And after several days of silence and no sign of her mother, Kim contacts police explaining that something bad may have happened to Martha. Officers arrange to meet her at the house later that day to check on her mother's welfare. But when Kim and her husband arrive to meet the officers, it quickly seems that their concerns won't be taken seriously at all.
Neither is a cousin of ours that she calls all the time, her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah,
Have
well,
you been in?
no. I came earlier, knocked and banged on the door, and she was having a lot of problems with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
At some point, there was some kind of protection order, and I don't know, against him. She's paranoid schizophrenic, so I went around to different hospitals. I went everywhere to see if she was like in a psychiatric unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend. And
Okay.
he has made death threats to her. So
That's okay.
he has made threats to her that he was going to make sure nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
According to Kim, Martha's boyfriend, David, was the most likely suspect in her disappearance. In addition to the death threats, police also knew David had a lengthy criminal history and outstanding warrants for drug abuse, theft, and
Again, and these motherfuckers walked away when they could have saved her life, bro. These cops, these niggas they don't do their job correctly, bro. I swear to God. They could have saved her life, bro. Real shit, they could have saved her life.
trespassing, making him someone officers needed to question right away. But before the officers could get a full story from Kim, a sudden noise from inside the house put them instantly on high alert.
You don't have a key to her place? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on, now it's not.
Akron Police!
Unbeknownst to the officer, the sound wasn't just his imagination. It was David hiding in silence and waiting for the police to leave. But this is when the officers would make their first critical mistake. Despite the very real possibility that Martha was in active danger, they would give Kim the worst piece of advice.
What the fuck? Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Are you serious, bro? There's no way y'all niggas just say there's no need to worry.
Was in active danger, they would give Kim the worst piece of advice.
Sue these niggas, bro. Sue these niggas, bro. Bro, I don't know. Is this the same set of officers, bro? Because if it's not, bro, sue the whole police department, bro. What the hell is going on, bro?
Then what happens with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman. However, she has these, paranoid schizophrenic issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state.
Bro, isn't a welfare check means that they have to go inside and knock on the door and see if she's actually okay? The daughter called for a welfare check. Why are they not checking? Why are they not knocking on the door and checking to see if the woman is okay? What is going on here, bro?
Where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything. Even
Wait,
her
what?
Can't contact her, even family. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that we need to force entry or do anything like that yet.
Well, the way that she calls us constantly kind of gives me
So let me get this straight. So the woman, the mom, she took it upon herself. Bro, I don't get that. So she says she wanted to be left alone after she was making constant calls to the police department to help her out because her boyfriend was... I don't understand that, bro.
She calls.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always every day calls her brother.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know if I'm thinking about a month ago.
Because she still called my phone every day, leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
While the officer's explanation is factually accurate, the suggestion not to file a missing persons report will prove to be a serious oversight, and it won't take long before Kim realizes she's been inadvertently coerced into making a grave mistake. For now, though, officers leave the scene, letting Kim carry on her own investigation. For the next few days, she keeps calling Martha and David, but with neither of them answering their phones. Growing increasingly worried, Kim begins gathering information on her own. She learns that David has recently been seen at a place where he worked on and off, so she contacts police once again, urging them to check it out. Following up on Kim's tip, a group of officers are dispatched to investigate. What they hear about David will finally start to give her suspicions some credibility.
How you doing? You guys know David? Probably in his 50s.
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something. I think his last Callaghan.
Have you seen Martha or Robin? Martha or Robin?
I don't even know those names.
You don't know who those are?
Not that much.
You just saw David moving
Yeah,
over
you
here.
said his girlfriend was in jail or something. But she was. I don't remember.
But he's in like his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not the new guy that moved in here. What about Yay High? Dave? Baldwin kind of guy.
He's older. Yeah, probably.
His name. Hey, what is that dude's name, Dan? Dave? What? The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night. Yeah, his name's David too.
We got a whole bunch of Davids around here.
Yeah.
We could pull up a picture and see if you guys. Well, I think we're gonna try to find one.
That's not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's been around before. He's done work for him and stuff.
But he's not the one that lives here.
I ain't seen him today.
When was the last time you saw him?
I didn't need to get it out of the car.
I ain't been here.
This week? Last week?
Something like that, right?
Cool.
Good 3-4 days.
3-4 days?
Process him. So.
He said he saw him 3 or 4 days ago, maybe.
According to the workers, they've seen David in recent days, meaning he's still in the area. Now police just need to locate him and ask him where Martha might be. Despite this lead, officers still sound convinced Martha will eventually turn up on her own and David is just another name in a domestic dispute. Unbeknownst to them, this is giving David exactly what he wants.
These niggas
Time.
idiots, bro.
Because as the case stalls, he's keeping a low profile, only leaving Martha's house at night and using the lack of scrutiny to cover his tracks and refine his story. And over the next several weeks, what began as one oversight will snowball into a series of missteps that will cripple the investigation and ultimately pave the way to a discovery far more tragic than anyone imagined.
It took them more than a month to find the freaking body, bro.
Following week, after repeated calls and pressure from Kim, police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check. This time, however, following week, after repeated calls and pressure from Kim, police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check.
Gang, why is it taking her this long to get a welfare check?
This time, however, they make another critical error. They send a new pair of officers unfamiliar with the full context of the case. This is where the mistake of not filing a missing persons report catches up with the police and causes David to slip off the hook again.
It doesn't, yeah, they didn't add any notes. It just said that they were here. Well, it came in as a missing person.
Okay, that's probably the daughter then.
Yeah, but then it said she checked okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact.
Some sort of contact.
If it came in as a missing person, they cleared it without a report number. That means they determined where she was at.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
After only a few unanswered knocks, officers decide to leave the scene, assuming that, since no missing person report was filed, someone must have already made contact with Martha. This is exactly why dissuading Kim from filing a report had been such a catastrophic blunder. So with no sign of Martha or David, and police convinced nothing is wrong, the investigation quietly stalls. Days pass with no progress, until eventually, the case goes cold.
This shit is
A
crazy.
week passes, and it seems Martha might never be found, as police have completely written off her disappearance. But then something strange starts to happen. Kim begins receiving response messages from her mother. The texts are brief and unsettling. I'm busy. I'm with my friends. I'm fine. It doesn't sound like her mother, and something about the way she's texting feels off to Kim. Growing suspicious, Kim asks why she's texting.
Oh, so that's the mom. I was about to say.
Feels off.
I thought, bro, why did I think this was Kim, bro? I was about to say, yo, your mom is not here. Why are you answering like this?
Off to Kim. Growing suspicious,
Yeah, that's definitely him texting.
Kim asks police to meet with her again, this time demanding that they break in and check the house or she'll do it herself.
Facts.
Make an official missing persons here.
Okay.
I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When this is all done, she needs to sue, bro. She needs to deadass sue. Cause weeks are going by. Her mom's body is decaying. That shit's going away. He's building more time for his story, bro. These police officers are sick.
Her friends, family, none of them has seen her face.
She blowing up the police department like an ex-girlfriend, bro. She needs to sue.
Or talked to her in over a month. So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone saying, this is your daughter. I want to know where you're at. Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends. I said, okay, stay there. I'm coming right now. Oh, I'm not there. You don't know where I am. Well, you just said you were there. Where are you? Oh, I'm eating now. The way she types is completely different. She says she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered. And we didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me. That's not a problem.
She has mental ill.
Yes, she does, but she is...
Do you know if she's taking her meds?
No, I don't know. But I do know that she does not do this kind of thing. The last time her mother talked to her, she was walking through this field over here and told my grandmother, if I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim appears
What the fuck type of stupid ass question was that?
This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
My concern is that the guy's taking her out on a date and I haven't seen her in a few days. Yo, these niggas are actually dumb.
That he killed her.
Kim appears confident.
That was a dumbass question, bro.
And that she has solved her mother's disappearance, accusing her lover, David, of both murder and impersonation. While officers still doubt Kim's story, they agree to break into the house, if only to
what
put
police
her...
department is this? Akron? Is Cleveland, Ohio, right? Y'all niggas need to... Somebody needs to do a investigation on the whole department.
Kim's story, they agree to break into the house, if only to put her mind at ease. But what awaits them inside will leave Kim even more furious with police, making her question whether they are truly on her side.
Everybody in here? Come outside! It's day 1 in the street. Day 2 is basis.
You're not going to get another day out of it.
Day 3.
Supposed to be a big black dog that might not be friendly.
You guys will put me back on the call on the phone, or would you generate a new one for that 31?
Sure. Easy good. He didn't get you already.
Police, anybody in here?
After police!
Nobody's been here because the bell's ticking in. I mean,
Oh, he's been here. The question is what he did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this would be a relief. You know, she's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, you know, all of her stuff's not thrown around.
Bro, you guys barely checked the house, bro. You niggas just got in there. Actually do some investigation. Do some looking around.
First sign of distress, really, is the fact that there's no Pepsi in that refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here?
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her.
How the hell is she doing y'all job better than y'all doing? She's doing y'all, and the fridge. This nigga left the fridge open? How is she doing y'all job better than y'all doing your own job? Y'all niggas is crazy.
Inside the house, police find no sign of Martha or her belongings, something Kim finds deeply suspicious. Still, the officer reassures her that everything is fine and there are no obvious signs of foul play. However, as police exit the house, an officer makes an offhand remark that reveals what they really think happened to Martha.
We Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? No. Or shoved in a tub?
Yes, I would have been surprised.
You would have been?
Yeah.
Nothing surprises.
That would have surprised me.
Although officers briefly consider the worst.
Sue them niggas right now. Sue this fucking. Oh my god, bro. Shit's gonna be tight. What the fucking they making fun of this shit for, bro?
Case scenario for Martha, their tone makes it clear they don't really believe it. Even with Kim insisting that something is wrong, their doubt remains. And when Kim insists on filing a missing person report, something that should have been done weeks ago, officers still seem convinced there is no real cause for alarm.
Well, I need to make an official report.
Yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's going to be very vague.
Alright. I don't know what to think about none of her stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with this, too. Right, this is the report, and I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep... If I hear any more texts...
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. I mean, then...
They're not gonna investigate
Let
the
us know if you
text.
think she's somewhere and we can
They
go check
barely
for her.
look into that house. Them niggas is
By
joking.
now, you can hear the hopelessness in Kim's voice.
These
It
niggas
seems
are
like her
sick.
investigation has hit a dead end as she watches officers leave once again, advising her to call if new information comes up. But a few hours later, one officer decides to return and speak with the neighbors, hoping to learn where David or Martha might be. It's a small decision, but one that quietly marks the first step in turning things around for police. Because one of the neighbors he talks to is unknowingly holding a piece of information about David that will finally confirm Kim's claims.
Thank you. This police officer, bro.
Do you know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes, and I told her I didn't smoke. All right, what's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her, and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
Never seen a car.
She was walking the first time I started cutting the grass.
And one thing I'm starting to realize, chat, bro, most of the time it be the neighbors, it be the people in the neighborhood solving these cases. These officers do not be solving their case at all by themselves, bro. Most of the time they're using the civilians in the neighborhoods to solve these type of cases, bro. Cause ain't no way all he had to do was talk to a neighbor to get this specific tip, this specific detail about the case, bro. And he didn't even say the detail yet.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call it 11?
Where do you sleep at?
Really?
Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her last?
About 4 weeks ago.
And you haven't seen her in 4 weeks.
No, last
Have you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No,
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The neighbor's statement finally confirms what Kim's been suspecting all along. David hasn't disappeared. He's been coming and going from the house while police and Kim struggled to reach him. With that information, police begin coordinating surveillance around the property, assigning patrol units to quietly monitor the area. And
all y'all had to do, it took weeks for y'all to just ask the neighbors, bro. Y'all niggas is sick.
wait for the moment David shows up again. 2 days later, the opportunity finally comes when officers spot a car parked beside the house, the first sign of activity in days. They approach carefully, hoping to finally make contact with Martha and put Kim's fears to rest. However, the person they're about to find is the very suspect they've been unknowingly helping all along. But before we get to that, you know those days where you just go and with the man they've been searching for all this time.
Acker, please, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud?
David.
David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really.
Are you the only one here?
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year.
She's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication I don't know how many times.
This is David Callahan, the man Kim had been desperately trying to warn the police about. According to him, Martha was not at the house, but at her new boyfriend.
Stop the cab.
And now David is about to surprise the officers, explaining why they shouldn't necessarily take Martha's family's word at face value.
I guess her daughter's fighting again.
604 computer. Well, that's part of the
I gave time for this nigga to make a fucking story up, bro.
reason we're out here, because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
I know she's texted her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
Where was that at?
It was here.
And Martha's not in the house right now.
Well, I mean, it took a month.
Obviously, we're concerned about Martha, like you said, if she's off her
I'm
meds
not
and
concerned
everything.
about Martha.
We'd like to find her. Right now, she's missing person. So we'd like to...
Now she's a missing person, bro.
I mean,
You didn't know it was all that...
Now she's a missing person,
Her
bro.
family, they've fallen out numerous times. And the family has just gone as far as
Terrible.
changing their phone numbers and not giving them to her. They've treated her horribly over the years.
Yeah.
And her not talking to them right now doesn't surprise me.
David claims Kim is not a trustworthy person and has never gotten along with Martha. With David tarnishing Kim's character and Kim doing the same to David, the officers weren't sure whose story to believe. But this is when the officer would get a brilliant idea. They knew David had outstanding warrants, something they could use as reasonable grounds to detain him. Their next move would catch David off guard and prove to be the police's smartest decision yet.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to go down there and take care of them. I got a couple missing here.
Through Akron? Alright, well, we're going to help you out with that today. You still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court. You can get them taken care of today. Alright, here's what we're going to do. If it's alright with you, we're going to walk through, we'll let you get some clothes, and then you're going to go down to court and get these warrants taken care of.
I got a big dog in here.
No problem. Do you get the whole thing?
Yeah, nothing but the thing.
Do you do the returns, or do I do that later?
Animal to it, whoever's up.
Following his arrest, David is transported to the station and placed in jail, but not for murder. The only thing holding him there are his unrelated warrants. For investigators, this is a temporary win that will quickly turn into a problem. Because despite finally having David in custody, they know their case against him is painfully weak. There's no body, no confession, not even physical evidence proving Martha is dead. Weeks of police inaction and hesitation have left detectives with little more than suspicion, and time is running out. So to make up for it, they decide to hold David as long as legally possible under the existing warrants, hoping they could buy themselves time to rebuild the case and find something concrete. Detectives don't know it yet, but the clue they so desperately need to solve the case won't come from their investigation, but from Martha's own family. Several days later, while David remains in custody, Martha's family receives a mysterious message. The anonymous note reads, "If he was going to get rid of someone, he would bury them in the backyard." At first, no one knew what to make of it. It could be a cruel prank or maybe a genuine tip. Either way, Martha's cousin Angela and a few relatives contact police and ask them to meet at the property. For the first time in the investigation, the police and Martha's family finally join forces.
Who's the caller? You are? What made you come to think it was...
They came and arrested him, I believe it was Thursday. On Friday, they arrested him
For
on
what?
other charges, contempt, and they're holding for like 30 days on contempt.
Okay.
So they questioned him about this two times, I think. I got a text message here. I've been putting these flyers up on all the poles, and I get a text
A
message.
sergeant and a couple other units coming here.
If he was ever to get rid of someone, he would bury them across the fence in the very backyard.
I know her role. You came over with her, and what did you do?
Come over to get because she suspected some stuff going on back there. And, I hope it's not her, but there's something there.
Yeah.
With police now briefed on the situation, officers begin coordinating a search of the property, focusing on the backyard mentioned in the message, while others canvass the neighborhood, looking for anyone who might have seen something suspicious. As the search gets underway, word of the mysterious message quickly makes its way back to the station. Detectives realize this could be their only real lead and decide to seize the opportunity to question David again. However, David isn't stupid. He's already denied any involvement in Martha's disappearance, and he knows that acting clueless won't convince detectives he has nothing to hide. He also knows that as long as he keeps denying everything and doubles down on blaming Martha's family, there's nothing detectives can pin on him. Clearly, the stakes couldn't be higher on both sides, and if David plays his cards right, he'll walk free.
Hey, sit right here, dude. So, when was the last time you actually talked to her?
Beginning of last month.
So, I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
Just a temporary one.
TPO?
It lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, explain
she's, you know, she's called the cops on me half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. She gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything with a pulse out there that's female. You know, that's just what, you know, why she originally got mad at me. You know, she just wanted to argue all the time. And I just felt, you know, leaving a day or two at a time, you know, would just calm everything down. And it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things on, but I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't. I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
You know, everybody has their problems.
Yeah, everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure. So then I guess your theory is, David, she's staying with whoever she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
As expected, David sticks to his story, insisting Martha is with her new boyfriend in Florida, but David knows exactly what he's doing. Realizing detectives have little evidence to work with, he decides to take control of the conversation and tarnish Martha's character, paint her as unstable, and dismiss her disappearance as the result of her own mental state. Detectives can't push back without proof or a body, and every minute they let him talk, he builds a stronger defense for himself. One that might just help him walk free in court.
I believe she's relapsed on, you know, back to smoke crack again. Because, you know, I found paraphernalia at the house. I mean, tomorrow's her birthday. I tried, I don't know, 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years to get her the 3-day evaluation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, the police would come out, the paramedics. She'd be standing on this porch, you know, screaming at them, screaming at me. They tell me she don't fit the criteria for the evaluation. Well, what does?
It's gotta be homicidal.
So she have to stab me in my sleep or do something, you know, really crazy.
Yeah.
And they say, well, she's an adult, we can't take her medication, so why don't you leave?
Though it didn't sound like her and Kim had some problems too.
Absolutely. I mean, they would go months on end without speaking to each other. I mean, it was at one point, you know, Robin didn't even have a phone number to talk to her mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely true. I sensed they had some hard times now and then, and it sounded like she communicated with her a lot through her Facebook Messenger.
The mention of Martha's Facebook messages clearly catches David off guard. He's surprised that detectives even know about them, unaware that Kim already accused him of impersonating her mother weeks earlier. But that isn't the only surprise waiting for him. Detectives have been holding something back, evidence they saved for this exact moment. When David was first arrested, police recovered Martha's phone from inside the house, along with several of her security checks that he'd allegedly withdrawn. So with David already on edge, detectives decide to push their advantage and confront him with what they claim is hard evidence. It's a risky gamble. If they push too hard, David could demand a lawyer and shut down the interview entirely. But if the pressure works, he might finally slip, contradict himself, or even confess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously her family is real worried about her and loves her a lot, and I can see that you love her a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
well, Dave, I think there's some little piece missing here, bud. That's what I think. And I think you'd feel better if you just told us what it is.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to the story, Dave, you're not giving us.
There's nothing else I can tell you. I mean, I've told you everything I know.
I don't think you told us everything.
Okay, well, I have.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you told us the truth, Dave? I mean, let it go and...
You're not going to be able to celebrate her birthday tomorrow, Dave.
There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handmaid. That is September, where you paid the rent so we could keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Tell us the part about being on her phone pretending that you're her.
Oh, God.
Tell us about
I
that
don't have her phone.
Where's her phone?
I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You put it, we found it where you put it. Why don't you just tell us the truth of what happened? You'll feel better.
You guys
You'll
share a
feel
bedroom?
better.
I don't have.
You guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Needless to say, David is starting to visibly get worked up over the accusations. He's defensive, irritated, but still talking. Luckily for detectives, he doesn't seem close to shutting down or asking for a lawyer, but they can tell they've pushed the limit for now. If they press any harder, the interview could end before they get anything useful. So detectives decide to take a break, let David step outside for a smoke, hoping it will calm him down and make him more willing to cooperate when he returns. In the meantime, back at Martha's residence, officers continue coordinating the backyard search and canvassing the neighborhood
these
for
niggas
any...
look a little too happy, bro.
Officers continue
Look a
coordinating
little
the
too
backyard
happy,
search
bro. This is a dead person we talking about, bro.
and canvassing the neighborhood for anyone who might have seen or heard something useful. That's when a familiar face approaches one of the officers, the same neighbor from days earlier who'd reported seeing David coming and going from the house. This time, he shares a chilling detail about the days following Martha's disappearance.
A fire pit back there of some sort.
Right.
But I didn't even know she was missing until a few days ago.
I mean, had you noticed any activity by anybody back there in the backyard recently?
Just the guy who lived there.
What was he doing?
In the middle of the night was burning things. I could smell it. Horrible stench.
Yeah, this nigga's cooked, bro. Say goodbye. Finally caught this nigga.
I thought that's crazy to see even trash day, so.
The woman there is the cousin of the woman who's missing.
Okay.
She's been missing about 30 days. Somebody
30
sent her a
frickin'
message
days,
saying check
bro.
the backyard for your cousin.
You're kidding.
According to David's neighbor, every night he could
solved
see
the case,
flames
man.
rising from David's
W.
backyard, accompanied by a
W.
horrendous smell.
W,
Acting
man.
on this information, officers request firefighters, EMS, and forensic teams to assist at the scene, treating the backyard as a potential crime scene in case human remains are found.
W,
And as
man.
the teams prepare to begin the search, no one could have expected they were only feet away from confirming the horrific nightmare Kim had feared all along.
Pretty positive it's a body buried under their fire pit. They dug it up, and you could see what looks like to be about a knee or an elbow. When you touch it, you can tell it's.
She was trying to
something.
tell y'all this entire freaking time, but y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't want to listen. And now, from the start, y'all could have saved this woman, and now she is dead. Now she's dead.
We didn't really dig anymore.
Gentlemen? You tell me. Well, highly suspicious. Seems like a body part, but we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
I think, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
Yeah,
that's about it.
just check. Was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him? Did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys have arrested recently, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she
That guy's a fucking idiot. Why would you bury it in your backyard, bro? You're a fucking idiot.
back and saw this loose dirt, some ash.
And they say guy to come over and help. And they say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are
He's
telling
cooked.
me.
Lock his
This
ass
is the
up.
wifey person that they think it is. And that guy's arrested was a suspect in this. Was this her husband? Did they say? I don't know if they were husband wife. Because I know she had a protection order against.
Okay, copy.
But he was staying here. Yeah. She went missing. He was staying here. They've been on and off. I've been out here a couple times where she had a protection order, but it goes back and forth because then she invites him back over and stuff like that. So let me go talk to these guys real quick, and then we'll let you know what. Yeah, just let's go.
Following their initial observations of what appear to be human remains, one of the officers steps away from the dig site to speak with the family. Because they arrived without a search warrant, they must explain what's been found so far and request formal consent to continue the excavation. At the same time, Martha's daughter Kim and her husband finally arrive.
My God, she's gonna crash out, bro. Cause she's been telling these niggas this entire time.
At the scene, anxious, it isn't what they think it is. Though officers avoid making any premature statements, Kim can already sense the truth. This would be the worst day of her life.
She doesn't know.
Did you find the person?
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're not saying yes and we're not saying no. Okay, we don't know. Okay.
Have you been on scenes like this before? How do you not know? I can't wait to know.
Listen, well, we don't want to. What we're saying is, we don't want to contaminate anything.
Will I be told as soon as they know whether or not there's a body back there of a person?
Well, they have a whole process they have to go through.
To tell me?
Why is he holding on to her like that? That's her mom. Wrong one. He holding on to her like this is his mom. But I feel him.
If they found a person back there?
Yeah.
They would know. I mean, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily. I mean, look, there's about a piece this big that was uncovered. I'm just saying a piece of some plastic or something. That's what we saw first.
Hello, honey. Okay. Mama had to leave real quick, okay?
They'll just give you, the confirmation.
And I'll be back.
We'll have them.
Can you tell if it's her?
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's going to be digging it up yet. Might be a little bit better to talk to somebody like that. Okay.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody. I don't think that I want to right now. It doesn't help to talk to strangers.
I have to ask you. I'm not positive that you're the one I should ask, but I'm going to ask you since you say you have power of attorney. If you allow us to go back in the yard, check that out.
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
I have to ask. Okay. So you're giving me consent, and the officers, and we're going to have a medical examiner come out as well. Okay.
After receiving permission from the family, officers resume the excavation. Inside the shallow fire pit, they find the remains of Martha. Her body is wrapped in bedding, sealed by a plastic bag, burnt, and showing a clear blunt force injury with a rope still tied around her neck. Everyone at the scene is shaken by the discovery. After weeks of uncertainty, Martha's disappearance is finally resolved, but the reality offers little comfort. On the other side of town, news of the gruesome discovery quickly travels to the detectives at the station. So with this new information at hand, they bring David back into the room and cut straight to the point, directly accusing him of murder.
Dave, let me ask you a question. Are you a heartless bastard? A heartless, cold bastard? No. People who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no-good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground. And that has to be an evil, bad person who has to go away for every last day of their life. Every last day. So, Dave, are you that person? Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic, and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that wouldn't believe that you harmed Robin. We all know that, three of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man. I've told you everything I know. No, you haven't told us
Was it the
everything.
heat of the moment?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
Tomorrow is fucking birthday.
Tomorrow was her birthday. For them to sit there and reflect. The agony they've been going through for the last month.
Heartlessly killed the woman you love more than anything in the world. It's mind-boggling to think about it.
Something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, and if you said you were going to kill anybody, you'd bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient. So I never told anybody.
You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not fucking stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we asked, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no-good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she was alive for over a month. If you look at it, you're like, that has to be a heartless, cold bastard that wrapped this woman up like that and put her in this fire pit. So,
despite a few half-hearted denials as detectives describe what they believe happened to Martha, David sits in silence, staring blankly, as if the weight of his actions has finally hit him. Clearly, the interrogation has reached its breaking point, and David seems on the verge of something. Judging by his earlier denials and the way he now sits, he's either about to ask for a lawyer and end the interview altogether, or finally confess.
You want to see a picture, Dave?
No,
you know
just
what
confess,
you
bro.
Alright, go ahead, Dave.
You want me to go ahead? I need a cigarette.
Tell us what you're going to tell us, so you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know you're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, alright?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
There's a reasonable expectation.
get it off your chest, Dave. You feel better.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
It's not a very respectful way for a person to end
I
up.
know it's not. I got fucking scared, man. I just snapped, man. Just fucking snapped. I didn't mean to do this for my kids, man. Love right.
Finally
You just
snapped,
got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out. Half an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time. It was,
After you struck her,
I choked her up.
what happened after Robin was dead?
I took her out back and I dug it out. Guys, I'm fucking sorry,
How long did
She's just so relentless, fucking.
How long did this
So
take?
didn't leave me alone, man. She knew I had nowhere to go. She just kept on me. I give her every dollar I had for whatever she wanted. I never had nothing in my pocket, man. Nothing. It's never good enough.
You don't got no sympathy for me, nigga.
I tried to work it out so bad with her. I really did, man.
Nothing, bro. Nothing this much should ever make you harm a person in this extent, bro. If she's bothering you this bad, leave, bro. Leave.
After hours of questioning,
And honestly, from what we was hearing, bro, you were the problem, bro.
David finally breaks and admits to murdering Martha.
Sick.
In a fit of rage, he struck her in the head, strangled her, then carried her outside, burned the body, and buried her in the backyard. As David sits in the interview room, crying and claiming to regret what he did, detectives can't help but think about how easily this could have been prevented, how many warnings were missed, and how
Fucking
many
sick.
chances they had to save Martha before it was too late.
So sad, bro. So sad. So sad. They literally could have saved her life. Literally could have saved her life. But no. They didn't want to do their job correctly.
With his confession secured, David is taken into custody, where he's formally charged and set to spend a very long time behind bars.
Very long time. He don't got that much time left, gang. He in there for the rest of his living days, bro. But golly, bro, this could have been prevented, bro. The moment he said this.
No, I don't like that. What the reason?
Asking genuine
What are you doing over?
The moment he said this.
I'm talking to you. Hey, why are you over here like that? Because I want to be.
The moment he said this. The officer should have been on it, bro. But no. Yeah, I wanted to half-ass it, bro. Sick.
And a very long time behind bars.
They talked to the prosecutor. For right now, you're going to be charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.
Chance of parole. I don't know why you crying, nigga. Fuck you. But a W video, bro. Man, oh man, this shit could have been prevented.